This is going to be my first POV drive video. It's going to be a little bit hard because I'm really holding the phone with my hand. But we'll try and see what we can do. 720 kilometers on this thing was $70 to fill it. But all right, gonna be a little bit of a chill POV drive. We're heading to work, and there's actually, I know I have the camera down for a second because there's a cop literally right across the street. Oh, never mind, it's not a cop. Look at that thing. But anyway, let's hit the highway. Just heading to work now this morning. Gonna talk. Just wanted to try out making one of these videos because a lot of people seem to like them, and I like watching them. So figured I'd try making one. I don't know exactly how to really hold the camera. Maybe if I raise my seat a little bit. Let me see. If I raise it a bit, yeah, it might be a little bit better, but anyway, so just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit more about like myself and everything about the car. So this is as you guys, if any of you guys watched my previous video, the one I posted about 2 days ago, maybe 3 days depending on when I post this one, just talking a little bit about my car and what kind of car it was and stuff like that. Today I'm going to talk a little bit more about myself and everything like that. So I'm 19 years old, and I worked 2 jobs, one full-time, one part-time. I work in sales. I sell cars, and the other one is an appraiser at a collision center. So like if people crash their cars or get into accidents, I appraise their vehicle and see how much it's going to cost for them to fix it. That's pretty much what I do. Pretty fun. I really enjoy the sales job. That's where I'm headed right now. 8:22 in the morning, working a 9 to 5 today. What's nice about the sales is the hours kind of fluctuate. They change every day. So like sometimes I'll work like 9 to 3 or 3 to 8 in the night. So like I still get like my full day, which is pretty nice. So I enjoy the job. Job's pretty fun. Meet new people, all this sort of stuff, and it's commission based, so the income is kind of just different. And that's pretty much how I afford this car. The worst part about it is it's inconsistent. So like I don't exactly know until I get paid, until my pay comes through on how much I'm gonna get. Right? It can vary, and then there's the taxes is always fun, so get deducted. But as far as like what the weight, like as far as if I sell 2 or 3 cars in a pay period, pays pretty good, but a lot better than I guess you could say like working like a regular job. And it's a career at the end of the day. That's what selling cars is it's a career. So it's pretty fun. I enjoy it, and I like that the hours are different, so allows me to have a little bit more free time. Because if there's one thing that I take away from, everyone says like, oh, why don't you just go into trades? You make a lot of money that way. But the way I see it is like, you can go into trades. Don't get me wrong. It's great to get into trades. It's, it's comfortable. You get your pay all the time. Most trades get paid weekly, but you don't have a lot of free time, right? You strain your body after a bit. You don't have a lot of free time. You got to wake up early. You get home around 4 or 5 p.m. At least with my job, like, yes, the pay's not consistent, but at least, if I work at 3 to 8 in the afternoon, and I wake up at 8 in the morning, right? I still got, like 8 hours, whatever. I don't know math that well. I got still like 8 hours of my day to do whatever the hell I want, So that's what I like about it. But I've always wanted freedom. That's number one for me, is freedom. Being able to be somewhere when you want, and you don't have to answer to anyone, is what I enjoy. Oh, I tried to take a sip of my coffee and almost went off the road. Yeah. Being, 20 new Type R just drove by. But, being in sales in this field of work, because the hours are so different every day, it's nice because I get more free time, and that's what I want. I want free time. Ideally, I want to be in real estate. That's where I want, or doing this full time if, God loves me and it works out. But I like being in a career where I get a lot of freedom, because, what's having a lot of money if you, most of the time, you're just spending your day, 5 days a week, 9 hours a day at some job site or some store or whatever, so that's how I look at it. It's like, I'd rather get paid less but have more freedom, right? So, and the way they look at car sales is it's a business within a business. At the end of the day, I'm representing myself, right? So that's how they see it. That's how a lot of customers see it. So that's how I see it as well. It's my reputation that's on the line, and I got to perform well to, further my clientele, my business and stuff. Right now, I'm just working at a Chrysler dealership, which I don't mind. It's pretty fun. I mean, the people there are nice. Come on, good buddy. Come on in. Join the lane. But I enjoy the dealership I work at. Just the area is pretty terrible. I will be honest. It's a small town in Ontario, because that's where I'm from. I'm from Canada, Ontario, Canada. It's a small little town. Not a lot of money there, and I work at a Chrysler dealership, and a lot of Chrysler cars are very expensive. But so sometimes, you get people that are like, oh, it's too expensive. So it's kind of hard sometimes, but it works. Definitely think about relocating eventually at some point, but right now I'm doing all right. So, but that's what allows me to keep up with this car, maintenance and stuff, and just my car payments, right? So I guess I could talk a little bit more about that. I bought this car back in March, so I've had it for about 5 months now. As far as mods, I haven't really done anything to the car, other than, as you guys seen in the last video, the black badges. I had a front lip on the car, it broke. The black grille, windshield tint, it's all just basic shit. And I added an intake, a cold air intake, so you hear my turbo a little bit more. But as far as performance mods or big mods like lowering the car, I haven't done anything like that. I did have lowering springs for the car, but I ended up selling them. I did not realize how pain in the ass it was to do lowering springs for a car for this car specifically. I don't know if it's because Audis are just difficult and they like to beat around the bush, but called a bunch of different mechanics and a bunch of different shops to do it, and they're quoting me double the price of the springs. I paid $300 for the springs, and they're charging me $700 for install on these fucking springs. I'm I'd rather just go buy coilovers at that point. Probably be cheaper on install, because they got less, I guess, work for them to do, because I guess it's hard to put the spring over the strut and stuff, and that's what they're saying. So but it is what it is. I'm gonna reorder those springs. They're the CTS Turbo all-road lowering springs, because I do daily this car. I drive it all the time. Right now, I'm driving it 40 kilometers from my house. Oh, there's a Mustang behind us. A slow stang. I don't like Mustangs. They're shit boxes. I don't like them. If it ain't German, I don't want it. My dream car is a F82 M4 in the Marina blue color with the Silverstone interior. That's what I hope to get next, but who knows? I don't know if I should go a little bit more conservative, because I plan on trying to buy a house soon, or if I should, just get my dream car before I get too old, I'm 19 right now, bought this when I was 18. It'd be nice to, I really want my dream car. I really want my M4, my F82 M4. That car will never go anywhere. I'll have that car for the rest of my life, I swear. I've wanted that car for about 3 years now. Almost, well, no. the end of 2022, because I had a friend of mine that bought a Beamer, and I fell in love with Beamers. And then that's where my love for them came in. But I'd love to buy a Beamer, an M4. I want an M4. Originally, when I was buying this car, I was looking at M340s. For me, it was either a 340, a regular F30 340, because I do like those cars. They're cheap too. Those cars are really cheap, but they're cheaper than like you can get them for cheaper than you can get this car for. But as far as interior and stuff like that, and features and all that, like this is way more this car's like way more worth it for the money. Like this is a 2018 car, right? This is 2018. But if you go look at a 2018 340, it's a F30 chassis, same interior as the 335, right? Like 2013 335, but still a great car. I would 100% wanted that. I was looking at M340s as well. Those were a little bit out of my budget, but that's what I really wanted, was an M340. I love those cars. The B58 is a great motor. It's reliable. That's the one thing steering me away from getting an F82 is the S55. I'm a huge fan of the M cars and stuff, but I'm also not. I don't got all the money in the world to drop on crank hubs and shit. So the B58 is speaking more my language, just because cheaper to maintain, and the only issues those really have is the water pump or the coolant system. All Beamers have coolant system issues, but that's why I'm kind of steering more towards the M340, or honestly an M240, the new body style. Not a lot of people in my area at least have those cars. There's a couple 230s in my area, but not a lot of M240s. And I actually like the look of those cars. Like, I know it's a sensitive subject for a lot of people. Not a lot of people like the look, but I think those cars look great. They look a lot better than the new M440s. Those things are just disgusting. It's still not a bad car, but they need to change that front bumper. When they do a facelift on that car, it better look more like an M340, or maybe a more close. That bumper needs to change. But as far as the M240, I love that car, and they're cheap. Right now, I'm looking at one. I got one saved on my Car Gurus, $49,000 Canadian. $49,000 with $30K on it, brand new car, 2022. Its exterior is red with a black interior. But like, those cars are a great bang for buck, and they're lighter too. The fastest BMW right now in the world is a guy on Instagram, one stock F30. He is an M240i. Big turbo. I think he was pushing like 13 or 1400 horsepower on that car, and with that power, he fastest BMW right now. So they say that B58 is and all that, but Miata. I disagree. I think the B58 is a great motor, and I'm not gonna hop on the bandwagon, but when something's good, you believe in it, you gotta kind of stick with it, right? But I think the B58 is a great motor, no matter what chassis you buy it in. The 240, the 340, the 440, or like even the 540. The 540 is a crazy car. You can get that car. It's a G chassis car, right? So you get all the you get all the bits and pieces of the G chassis of like the M340, and some with the heated and cooled seats, massaging seats. Oh, I thought that was a TRX. You get more bells and whistles than the M340, and you only weigh a couple 100 pounds more. Aggressiveness, again, looks are all subjective. People might not say it looks like great, the 540, but still a great car at the end of the day, reliable. B58. I think it's a great car. You can definitely make some good power, and you figure it's like 20 grand cheaper than an M340. Like, if you're looking at a 2020 M340 and you're looking at a 2019 or even a 2020 540, you're spending like $15,000-$20,000 cheaper on that 540 than you are on the M340. Just to make you make the less, like the 540 comes with less power. It comes with 335, but all you need is the downpipe, maybe an intake and a tune. You're flying. Maybe throw some, you got that extra cash to spare. Might as well go purchase a carbon fiber hood, some fenders. Will bring down the weight a bit. Maybe even a trunk, paint match it all, make it all disguised. Lower the weight on it. So it's not a bad idea, just to go with the 540. But my next car is for sure some sort of B58, probably an M240 or M340 or an S55. I was also thinking an RS5. RS5s, they kind of grew on me because my neighbors, they actually had an S5, 2019 S5. Sportback, theirs was white with black interior. They had one, and then they got into a car accident and they picked up an RS5 Sportback, same year, 2019. Beautiful car. At first, I was like, these cars look way too similar, other than the exhaust tips. But then I did a little bit. I looked at their car a little bit more, and I'm like, fuck, that's a nice car. 2.9 liter twin turbo V6. It's actually a Porsche engine. Revs up to 8,500 RPMs, and the thing rips. The only thing is, and the reason why I like Beamers so much is they're so cheap to tune. Like this car alone, my S5, like you're looking at, like for me, it's like about $2,000 to tune it. So, but it is what it is, you know. You get what you pay for. Car's great. I know in the last clip it was a lot lighter out than it is now, but I'm actually just leaving work. The last clip was actually recorded like 2 days ago or something like that when I was driving to work. It's like 2 days later and I'm leaving work at 8 p.m. right now. And it's like, yeah, today's the 27th. I think I recorded that video, like the last clip before, on like the 25th or the 24th even. I just forgot to record an outro, so I'm just recording the outro now. Today's the 27th. This video will probably be uploaded on the 28th, so tomorrow, hopefully, if all goes to plan, I'm going to start filming. Let me know what you guys think of these POV videos. I really enjoy making them, I'll be honest. I watch them all the time on YouTube from like different YouTubers and stuff. I really enjoy it. I just got to get the right equipment. Like, I got to get like a head strap and stuff, and maybe like a GoPro or just like a head mount in general, because that'll kind of help me a little bit better record these videos, because right now I'm literally just holding my phone with my left hand and it's like sitting at like right at my like chin level. So I just got to get the right equipment, because you guys can't even see the road. So I'm hoping to get that, and then I want to make my car a little bit louder so you guys don't just hear a vacuum cleaner the whole time, because I just have my car in comfort right now. But let me know what you guys think of the video, and let me know if I should make more of these POV drive videos, because I enjoy making them. Yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.